So I guess Colleen Ballinger sent a little boy a pair of panties. It's like these people want me to roast them. What's going on, everyone? Your favorite jealous hater is back with another one of those hateful videos that all the little cronies just seem to love and adore. So much so that I just had to make another one. Anyways, by now you all should know about the Colleen Ballinger bullshit. Apparently she's a racist, body-shaming, perverted psychopath. And that's only half the bullshit. But before we actually throw any of these labels around, we need to look at the context provided, because context is everything. Alright, Colleen?
Context is everything.
And if you are not aware of what the fuck is going on and what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link below to Adam's video where he exposes Colleen, because I don't feel like filling in the gaps. I also feel there's no need to provide any backstory to this shitty anime, but I will say that Colleen is the antagonist in this story. I mean, what I've heard and what I've seen thus far, she did Adam pretty dirty. I mean, this is some top tier #1 slot shit right here. But before we get into it, if you're getting a kick out of my content, then why aren't you subscribed? Anyways, let's get it.
Guys, I know this is not my typical video that you are used to seeing, but recently some things have come up that I feel like I need to address, and so I just wanted to sit down and have an honest conversation with you and address everything at once.
So I'm already going to chime in real quick. She actually doesn't address everything. In fact, she purposely leaves out shit to make her look better. Gotta love when shit tubers get themselves into trouble and start off their apology video with a lie. Reminds me of a couple of people.
Video has resurfaced.
Well, geez, Colleen. Sorry that people had to inconvenience your life. All you haters who want to expose her for the filth she is, just leave her alone. Why can't she just be a piece of shit in peace?
The video has resurfaced of my sister and I from 14 years ago. We were teenagers, and in this video we are doing characters that are Latina, and the characters are completely based on racial stereotypes. It is not funny, and it is completely hurtful. I am so ashamed and embarrassed that I ever thought this was okay. I was a sheltered teenager who was stupid and ignorant and clearly extremely culturally insensitive.
And I was a big, dumb, stupid doo-doo head.
Oh man, you know, by my math, her sister was 15 at the time and Colleen was 19 at the time. Now, I'm not saying you can't grow within 14 years, but she does this a lot throughout her entire apology video, never really acknowledging that she was an adult. She wants to push the excuse that she was
Just young and dumb, a sheltered teenager.
but every claim against her, she just gets older and older. Not to mention, she never really acknowledges Adam's real age either. She just keeps referring to him as a minor, which he is, but the word minor just doesn't quite hit as hard as saying his actual age.
Racial stereotypes are not funny. They're not a joke, and they should never be joked about. A few years later, we realized how stupid and hurtful the video was, and we deleted it. Not out of fear of getting caught, but out of fear that someone would find it and it would hurt them because it's wrong.
You can really tell by the bland and boring and emotionless expression on her face, she's being really fucking sincere. The whole thing about,
Oh, we deleted the video a couple years later because we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
it's fucking bullshit. She deleted the goddamn video because she started gaining traction online and needed to cover her tracks. Nice try, ballsack.
I have grown and learned so much from my ignorant mistakes as a teenager, and I've done everything I can to right my wrongs.
Done everything you can to right your wrongs, huh, Colleen? Is that why you deleted that video without taking any accountability until now? But the only reason you're saying anything at all about anything is because you're being called out.
Another video popped up recently that I want to address, and it's a video that I filmed 12 years ago where I talk about taking a flight and an overweight woman sat next to me, and I talk really negatively about her, and it's awful.
Oh, it was a little more than negative, Colleen.
At the window, and I was on the aisle, and I was like, that's okay, self the middle seat, like open, hopefully no one can move. So then they're about to close the doors to the airplane, and who walks on? An extremely obese Asian woman with facial hair, and she walks on, and I'm like, please don't sit next to me, please don't sit next to me. And I turn around, and there are no open seats on the plane, so of course she comes and sits right next to me and on me. Her like fat rolls are like rolling over onto me, like, so I'm like this in my chair. I couldn't lean my chair back because we were taking off, so I had my blanket like in my face, and she was all over my, like, she was like, her body was engulfing my body. It was really awful.
She literally blasted this chick's fat folds unironically for the world to see.
I watched this clip, and I was appalled and shocked that those things were coming out of my mouth 12 years ago, because that is not the woman who I am today. I'm such a huge advocate for women and women's bodies and loving every shape and every size, and the fact that I talked negatively about someone who was overweight is absolutely disgusting to me.
Yeah, this sure looks like a person who learned their lesson and is just disgusted with themselves.
Something else I want to talk about that has been brought up is that when I was 3 years old, I was bit by a dog. I needed to go to the hospital, and when my mom told the doctor that a dog had bit me, the doctor said that legally the dog needed to be put down. Now, the clip of me that is circulating from 7 years ago is me talking about this situation in a very insensitive way.
She literally tells a story about how she purposely murdered the family dog.
And how I got this scar was I was playing in the backyard as a little girl. I think I was like 3 or 4, and we had this dog who was a big, scary dog. I have like temper tantrums still to this day, and I have like anger management problems. There are times where I'm just like, "Argh!" and I just feel like I need to hit something or like scream in a pillow. I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around, protects itself, and bites me in the face. We're like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered a dog.
This isn't insensitive. It's fucking cruel.
When in reality, when our dog was put down, I was really upset, and over the years I have addressed this a few times in videos talking about how guilty I feel, how upset I am that this happened. Still to this day, as a 33-year-old woman, I feel guilty that our dog had to be put down for biting me.
That's because you provoked it. These are just words, just coming out of your ass. All talk, but no action. Adam provided lots of proof in his video to back up his claims, and all Colleen has done is talk out of her asshole.
But in this clip, I talk about the story in a very dramatic, silly way, because sometimes, unfortunately, I use humor to talk about things that are actually extremely painful for me, and this is an example of that.
Maybe I would believe her if she actually provided a clip that she actually gave a shit about the dog, but all her little crony-ass fans are just gonna take her word for it, even though words don't mean shit. You know, saying,
And that's how I murdered my dog.
followed by an arrogant, proud little smirk isn't insensitive or dramatic or fucking silly. It's fucked up and it's fucking heartless. And I'm not really sure of the punchline here, Colleen. Where's the joke? I don't fucking get it. How is attacking your dog because you have anger issues and then playing victim and getting your dog put down even remotely funny?
I hope you all can see that the person who I am today is so far from that ignorant person I was over a decade ago. I'm really hopeful that I can be used as proof that people can change and grow and learn from their mistakes.
Well, from these age timestamps I provided, looks like you haven't learned shit.
If you continue to speak up when you see someone doing something or saying something wrong, it can make a difference.
Funny how when a bunch of people are making a stand and speaking up against Colleen, she doesn't seem to like it that much.
And my ignorant words from my past just make me that much more passionate to help the people that my words might have hurt.
Again, she's not really owning up to her shit. She's pinned into a corner and is forced to apologize because she doesn't want to lose money. Where was this mindset before? Why didn't she own up to this shit before people had to go digging into her past? Because she didn't actually give a fuck until people put her into the hot seat. Much like these Florida yuppies who didn't give a damn about showcasing all their materialistic shit until my petty ass called them out. And now, all of a sudden, they feel guilty for having things. Fucking YouTubers.
These things are being brought to light because some people are upset with me for not addressing something that happened a few weeks ago. Someone had made a video saying some shocking and hurtful things about me, and a lot of you wanted me to address it, and I didn't. I didn't address it not because I was just ignoring it and hoping it would go away.
She ain't lying. She wasn't waiting for it to just go away. There's no way this would have been blown over if she just waited it out. The real reason why she waited so long to address everything was because she was waiting for her team to finish scripting her apology.
But because when this person messaged me letting me know they were upset, I responded immediately. I was very shocked and confused. I expressed I didn't know what they were talking about, and I also expressed frustration that they were trying to bring my son's name into their drama.
So all you have to do is scoot on over to Adam's video, which is who she is talking about, and read the last text he sent to her. She didn't provide that in the video, but he did. He didn't bring her son into anything. All he did was make a comparison. It's nobody's fault she has a pea brain and doesn't understand the basic analogies.
I do have receipts proving the things that I'm about to tell you. However, I feel uncomfortable sharing them because he is a minor. So I'm only going to be showing you the things that were between adults or things that were already public.
Feels uncomfortable showcasing conversations she had with a minor, but doesn't mind having inappropriate conversations with said minor about her shitty relationships and divorce. Now that's some sound logic right there.
The biggest issue that came from his video is that I sent a child underwear, and wow, anyone who heard this out of context and was offended, I completely understand because I would be too. But in this situation, context is everything, so I would like to give you some context to this situation.
Well, goddamn, this is probably the peak of my YouTube career so far. We are about to hear a huge shit tuber justify sending a 13-year-old boy lingerie.
4 years ago, I did a live stream, and in this live stream, I did a giveaway. I was giving away clothes that were unused, tag still on, brand new, that I had just bought that I did not want. One of the items that was in this box was a really ugly pair of underwear. As soon as we pulled them out, Corey and I started laughing and joking around about how ugly they were. Why did I buy these ridiculous underwear? It was so stupid.
I wonder if a 30-year-old man, which was roughly Colleen's age at the time, if he sent some boxers to a 13-year-old girl with the same exact context as Colleen's providing, I wonder how differently the internet would have reacted. My guess is it would be some Onision level shit. She also shows a clip from her live stream where Adam asked for the lingerie, but failed to showcase the part where she was well aware that sending a boy panties wouldn't sit well with his parents.
Do you want the bra, Adam?
Do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, you're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties.
Well, geez, we're dealing with a regular Einstein.
So ridiculous and funny, we laughed about it, and I forgot to send them to him. And eventually he tweeted me asking me for them again. I sent them to him. He put them on over his clothes and posted about them. It was like a big joke within the fandom.
All that context. A young boy posting a picture of himself in lingerie, even over his clothes, is another thing I find repulsive about Colleen and her fucking fanbase. I do understand what the joke was. I'm not half-brain dead like Colleen here, but the execution of the joke makes me want to puke.
I did this publicly. That live stream is still up right now, and I've always given out weird random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume, I've given out old bobby pins, dirty shoes. A few weeks ago I sent a fan like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff, and so in my mind at the time, this was no different than all the other weird stuff I sent to my fans as a joke.
How the fuck is a taco costume, bobby pins, dirty ass shoes, and toilet paper anything close to panties and a bra? The fact that she made this comparison seems like she was covering up a dirty thing that she's now trying to justify.
Now, in hindsight, I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time that I thought, oh, this is a normal, silly thing to do. I should have realized and recognized how dumb that was and never sent it to him, no matter how much he asked.
Oh, my frontal cortex hasn't developed yet, guys. That's why I did this.
You know, for somebody who looks like they're trying to have any form of, like, accountability in this video, she sure has a lot of excuses as to why she did all the things she did.
I was a sheltered teenager. My brain didn't work, guys. I was a big, stupid, dumb doo-doo head.
She was roughly 30 years old when she sent off the lingerie. That means she's like 5 to 8 years too late for that whole my brain doesn't work bullshit. And again, she purposely trimmed out the part in the live stream where she was self-aware that sending a boy panties wasn't a good idea. Gotta love all the contradictions.
It was never a sneaky, creepy, gross thing that I was doing in secret. It was a silly, stupid mistake that now is being blown way out of proportion.
I feel so bad for Colleen that she has to deal with all those jealous haters that just want to see her fail. Why can't they just leave her alone and let her send and say inappropriate things to whoever she wants, no matter what age they are, without question? Why does anyone have to inconvenience her life?
He also mentioned in his video that his mom was uncomfortable with me, which was surprising and shocking for me to hear because I was always under the impression, due to the things he told me and the things that I saw on the internet, that she not only was aware of our interactions, but she was very supportive of him being a fan of mine.
Well, parents support their children, even if they don't like what their kid is doing. That's what parents do. They want their child to be happy, and I'm fairly certain his mom didn't like Colleen much, especially after the whole panty brigade, which I'm not really sure why she even let him continue talking to her. I don't know, some parents concede in parenting sometimes. And no shit, Adam was telling Colleen everything was fine. He's a fucking kid and wanted to keep engaging with somebody he idolized. Pretty fucking simple concept to understand.
So I gave him access to my account, and he started tweeting stuff for me. And pretty quickly, there was a tweet that was posted that was problematic. This was my fault. He sent me a very long list of a ton of different things he wanted to post, and I did not look over it closely enough. I did not review it closely enough. I remember the moment when I saw all of these things. I was breastfeeding my son, and I kind of just scrolled through and was like, yeah, go for it. Have fun. I trust you. And when he posted it, I put zero blame on him at all. It was my fault.
That's not what Adam showcased in his video. In fact, it shows that you indeed did put all the blame on him, even though all the tweets have to be approved by you, Colleen. But go figure, she has another excuse, and this one's just based around pure laziness and pointing at breastfeeding, which actually doesn't make much sense at all, because that's the time you probably would have more time to look through shit and improve tweets.
Absolutely breaks my heart to see people saying negative things about me interacting with my fans based on this situation. I love talking to my fans. I love interacting with my fans. My fans are many different ages. So yes, there are some teenagers, but there's also adults.
The only adults are the parents of your fetus fan base. Don't act like anyone above the age of 4 watches your trash content, because no adult with a brain would even find you remotely funny or entertaining, much like Lily saying. And maybe people are talking shit about you engaging with your fans because you lost their trust when you sent a boy your underwear and talked to him about personal, intimate things. Quit playing the victim.
To me, you aren't just my fans, you're my friends. We all have seen me cry way too many times on this channel about things I probably should have kept to myself. I definitely overshare, and I have definitely overshared with fans when they have asked me what's wrong, or asked me how I'm feeling, or try to console me when I'm feeling down. I definitely have overshared in the past with them and talked with them a little too much when I should have kept things to myself or talked to family or close friends instead.
Hear that, kids? You're not just a number to Colleen. You're not just another view. You're her friend. God, man. Oh, man. It makes me want to puke out of my asshole when these YouTubers do shit like this and try to pretend that they are friends with their fanbase, trying to create and manipulate a one-sided trust, when in all reality, you're nothing but a clique.
I've lived my life on the internet for you guys all to watch for over 12 years. I love my job, but one of the difficult parts of my job is that I am very much put underneath a microscope, and any and all mistakes I ever make are definitely shown and blasted to thousands and sometimes millions of people all over the world.
Maybe that's why she uploaded her apology video to her vlog channel and not her main channel, because less people would see her bullshit. She goes on to say that she loves her fan base, you know, a bunch of embryos, because they help and teach her how not to be so ignorant and dumb. That's pretty fucking sad that as an adult, you just don't know this yourself, and you have to rely on fucking preteens for everything, including running your social medias. I don't know, guys. I'm fucking over this bullshit. This is just another YouTuber apology video where they just play victim, pretend they have any sort of accountability whatsoever, while also having excuse after excuse after excuse. Shit, she was more believable in her parody apology video, but in this one, just seemed too generic and forced. Anyways, you jealous bitches. Sorry for the late video. I do have more content coming, don't worry, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel and I gave you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, then you should subscribe, like if you enjoyed. If not, oh well, fuck off. I'm done.